Thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. This has been such an odd event for us because there's so many matches going on. You know, you're casting one on Bravo. 3 other matches are going through to the point where, like, I've caught up in, like, clips and snippets of this NYSL team. Like, we haven't casted them yet. Surge, we've got to see a lot of their run. I hope this is a war. Give me a battle.
Yeah, I mean, all we know is that NYSL have been frying everyone, right? They have 3 players in the top 10 KD. Yeah. I mean, Priestahh and Skyz leading the way, but you know about HyDra and KiSMET and what they can do. And on the other side for Seattle Surge, yeah, just sort of a comeback. Started off the year a little bit slow online, but so far taking care of business.
Both. I mean, same story, sort of. Like, this slow start, and it's like, oh, okay.
Here we are. Like, where did this come from? But I think we expected it more from Seattle because what we saw at times last year.
True.
Pred and Simp can be all-stars. Mack, when he turns up, this team is just a little bit different.
Yeah, I mean, where we've seen this Surge team thriving, at least this weekend, and you go back to the end of last year, when it gets fast, when it gets messy, when it's out of control in the hard points, like, it seems like Pred and Simp hit a new level. They love the chaos. They thrive in the chaos. These two teams are going to want to play a somewhat similar way. Can they do that here? Is the firepower simply too much from NYSL right now?
Yeah, I guess we're going to find out, right? I mean, that's just it. You saw the map set coming into this, and I think for a lot of people, it was just around the fortress that NYSL has been, you know, taking care of business. And because Seattle has that auto veto in HyDra, that is available, and that's going to be 4 and 5. As we're going to take a look at the maps and modes, you're going to know what I am talking about. But I think if NYSL can get it to the distance 4 and 5, I mean, that's where it feels like they have a big advantage.
We'll see if they can get it there, but this is how the best of 5 is going to play out. Hotel and Embassy, I feel like that's been like our map 1 and 2 for so many of our series. It seems like every single one, that's where we're kicking it off. Hotel's been so popular, obviously. At times, more traditional hardpoint. I just want some map 5 glory. Give me some madness here on Saturday.
Well, it feels no matter what there's going to be madness with the Surge game, right? Just on land, it just feels like something is going to happen. Simp or Pred's going to pop off, or there's just going to be some sort of crazy game.
Yeah. One of the things that stood out for them last year sometimes, like, it just felt like no matter what they were down, sometimes in hard points, they were able to bring it back. Just once they got going, they hit a level that is untouchable. If you are NYSL and you get one of those leads, you start out hot, this is a team you absolutely got to put away. You got to put them away. Don't let them catch fire, because Simp is different. Watching his POV is incredible. Pred, when he is in a rhythm, it is unreal. And on the other side of it, as we take a look at Subliners, I mean, for me, I'm just happy because I think you and I have been massive fans of Priestahh. I mean, ever since, you know, he kind of fell off from that FaZe team, we switched from 5v5 to 4v4. It's been moments of glory for him, but not really getting back to those levels where I guess what we thought after seeing him in Infinite Warfare, seeing him on that FaZe team, he was a guy who was going to be on 100 Thieves before that. Like, he was going to be on a contender at all times. It's what it seemed like.
And he was going to be a superstar.
Yes, 100%. It hasn't been there, but this tournament, man, he's been a monster.
Yeah, him and Skyz, right? Again, that was just sort of the story with the Mutineers and them departing that roster, him and Awakening.
Yeah.
Could they take over and continue that sort of reign?
And I've always said that, you know, I've been a big Skyz guy. I'm just never really worried about him. I thought he was going to get hits. When it talks about getting kills, he is just a raw, natural talent. I always thought he was going to perform, but maybe at the levels he has this weekend, I don't know. He's sitting around like a 1-5. I mean,
I'm just excited to be able to watch it because we haven't seen it. So let's get it going.
Yeah, I mean, watching early league, Subliners just getting bodied, now putting people in body bags. It's been unbelievable, but Pred, this guy in the chaos, what a treat he can be to watch. But the opening fight's going down, and HyDra just a demon around the edge.
I mean, just right from the get-go, able to find that, and you see what he does. HyDra just continues to push on through once the flip spawns for our second hard point, where Pred just trying to find an opening, but NYSL, this is going to be great for them. Simp the last one alive. You don't get like the flip map, but Priestahh is going to find that time. Already 25 seconds on the board. KiSMET in a good spot, just trying to cut off the spawns as HyDra.
Is this one of those things where you've seen teams kind of improve over the course of the weekend just because, one, we're starting earlier in the year, two, with the change to the M4 that kind of came in late heading into this tournament, are you sort of watching teams evolve over the course of it?
I mean, yeah, but like, I don't think anyone thought that they were going to evolve to this level. Like, this just feel, I don't know what their practice was like coming into this, but they have a way better understanding of the game than I think a lot of people thought. As 34-0 for NYSL, KiSMET trying to do what he can. But it's going to be Mack in accuracy locking things down.
At first I was like, what's accuracy looking at? He hasn't shot him yet, but he picked up a teammate behind him. The Bulldog couldn't stay up forever. Yeah, nice little lead, at least to start things off. Priestahh. We'll see what they can do with Skyz and the feed that is going to get 2. Now Priestahh. His POV, some tags in, but a good job just getting down. This game, value your life, play it as much as you can.
Yeah, NYSL do a really good job at least getting those post spawns in the back right from the get-go. KiSMET with the triple. He's up to 8 and 3. Just everybody getting going for the NYSL side as they're going to have around a 50-point lead as we head over to P3.
He was on like 1 HP, he's like a dream, but he stays up. Now, can he keep the streak going? Because that's going to be a stun. Directly at his feet, information trophy out. This is where you try to get the break. Waiting to group up. You see him just looking around. Here we go, squad. Time to hit it. First guy in, gonna dive across. Will the trades be there? Not going to happen. The crossfire. Simply too strong from Surge. HyDra, the last guy, they all three sent it, and he was just sort of waiting in the back. Everyone got sliced up.
Yeah, and I like that from HyDra. Just find that first pick and then slow things down. Allow your teammates to get there. And well, they're right back to it, but accuracy with the sub. He's able to find two. Surge, they needed a hill to get right back into the game, and it's been all about the Vaz and them inside of the kitchen.
And just behind the counter, accuracy is avoiding shots on the wall bang. Accuracy now, who you saw on the feed getting the kills, got to solve from the opposition POV, but now we'll get to him. 9 and 5, 3 in a row. Priestahh next up, we'll see you later. Let's get the streak to 4. Now over to Mack. KiSMET to deal with, Skyz there as well, no shot in that fight.
Yeah, nice hold from Seattle Surge, gonna tie things up. As well, accuracy up to 10 and 5. It's gonna have close to a minute in the hill, but NYSL set up here at P4 around these decks. You have KiSMET kind of pushed out. Near the middle of the map around check-in is gonna be HyDra, but it's gonna be Pred going over towards his bar area, trying to find an opening pick.
Yeah, the fact KiSMET already able to get a kill on one side of it. You see how Pred has to play this now. He loses a teammate, and he's got to be worried about both sides on the crossfire. His bottom bedroom, it'll be KiSMET. Because now he wants to pounce, and yep, it's KiSMET that's able to get the kill. So he's been massive on the opposite side of this. Lovely stuff from the hold. The entire feed is Subliners. Surge gets smoked. What was a great hold from Surge? Subliners answer.
I mean, that's 9 kills in a row from NYSL. It's just the way they're doing it as well. They are giving them nothing and taking away everything on this hill. This could be a full perfect 60 from NYSL.
Want to go in for the contest? Nope, Skyz is still going to be here. Now you see as he soaks up the time, and the spawns are out from Seattle Surge, the rest of the players starting to fan out across the map, trying to win these key engagements, and Priestahh is doing just that. Yes, he's traded out, but the fact he's able to go 2 for 1, you give your teammates a chance of this, because you're down a guy with one still soaking up the hard point. Now he's able to transition across. He's earned the precision, he's on 6 in a row. Skyz, well, you see why the KD has been popping off all weekend long.
And I mean, KiSMET there with the route, he's actually able to get behind enemy lines and find 2. The thing was, is Simp spawns up back kitchen, but it's actually KiSMET who got there before, and because that spawn comes in, they don't think there's anyone on that pitch, but KiSMET able to find 3. Surge, though, get right back into the hill. All 4 dead for NYSL.
Yeah, you get a close spot, you get another full 4-man attack, and this time they take advantage. But for Subliners, when you're coming off of perfect 60, the fact you're able to get a little timer to test any of this, like, okay, all right, job done, right?
Oh, no doubt about it, and they were able to earn that streak as well. They can use that later on in the game, or even for the next hill around P6. So you can fight for this trap time, and maybe that's the call. But Simp and Mack locking things down as Mack now on 4 in a row, but on the rotation. It's gonna be KiSMET first man up. Pred not gonna be ready for it. He's gonna get taken down.
Beep, beep, up here. All right, well, he drops him. Soaring across like a dolphin is KiSMET, but not gonna get far. Simp gonna peel his face right off. 30-point advantage still for Subliners. Now to Simp we go.
Yeah, just trying, I think, to get Skyz in position to call on that streak. The precision used by him. So maybe it will find one, maybe it'll find an opening. There we go. It's not really the precision, it's the gunning from Skyz, but it gets him out of that position. And now the hill up for grabs. His accuracy gonna rotate out of bedroom. Gonna put that trophy down, try to soak up this time.
30 left to go on the hard point. They brought this back within 10. And there was a moment where it felt like Subliners were really gonna pull away. But as I was saying early, Surge is a team you just got to put down when you can. They have not been able to. Simp's streak will come to an end. And Surge, bit by bit, step by step, climb back into it. Now accuracy, who is real hot to start, what, like 10 and 4 or so, right back to about even. So that hot start he had in kitchen, that at an end for now.
That was a huge kill, though. Skyz was on another 5 kills in a row. So the fact that he stops that streak, huge for him. And then on rotation, Mack and Simp, Mack with 3 more. Up to 19, and this is what we mean. This guy, it just feels like he hits another level at times, especially in respawns.
Yeah, he just looks like the best player in the game. I thought he was going to win another one. Maybe the headshots through, but it won't happen. That run will stop from Mack, but still a trade. 21 leading all players in the lobby right now. The guys that are kind of slacking a bit, maybe need to pick it up just to the slaying standpoint. Fred with the takeover ability is not there yet, but I'll tell you what, this is close, and this gets to the late game. That is where the man can start to eat. And then Priestahh, who's been sensational at 10 and 16 right now, but who cares? It's 155, 155. The battle ensues in Hotel.
Yeah, HyDra trying to make the play. He's able to find that first kill now. Gonna have another one-on-one.
Nice
the awareness is there, but Mack, of course, gonna take him down. So a beautiful job by Seattle Surge to get right back into the game. After a slow start, but here comes NYSL. The next hill about to pop, and you see that Simp actually spawns out alongside Mack. So now it's all down to accuracy to try to do what he can, but Subliners here with the break.
Now they'll have two and around the point. Last man spawning up. This is the next big push here from Surge. Trying to make a run. What kind of hold can you get if you are Subliners? It's Skyz now on 3 in a row. Trophy, unfortunately, in front of Simp, so no utility gonna get on through. And you can see on X-Ray, Skyz just holding deep. HyDra there to work with him as well. Priestahh's got the angle, and they just slice and dice it through. On the flank, Pred, maybe a chance to make a play. He's at least contesting for a bit. With accuracy, able to take down another. If you get this, you're still just hanging on. Like, you're doing enough to split the time in a lot of these hard points.
Yeah, but NYSL, they're okay with this. They kind of rotated with around 30 seconds left. Pred got that close spawn for his team, but I mean, this is a lot invested into this P3 hill. NYSL, they have a 4-man, pretty tight setup. They're going all in for this. And now, I mean, this is a huge money hill, but throughout the weekend, we have seen this broken a couple of times very early on this first push. We'll see if Surge can do it.
Well, last time, right, it was a great hold from Surge here. This time, Subliners, not with a difficult break. They're the ones that are going to try and lock it down. The Subliners at the hill, over the 215 mark, and looking to run away with this game quickly to a Subliners listening.
Get top fast. Yo, when you come back, get my back door, get my back door. Go, 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 go. Back door. He's screaming. He's not pushing. Get me back door. He's challenging, back door. He's back door. Watch your break. Back door. I'm looking. I have the back cross. Go. I have the cross. No, I have the cross.
Okay. I'm gonna go top cat, guys.
All right.
Take your time.
I have bottom back cross. He's dead.
I don't see wood. They're hitting back. They're all hitting back, guys.
Long.
Take your time. I can pinch back.
How much I get back cross? I get back cross.
Oh, he's top bet on me?
Come on, fucking go.
I'm holding bet.
The guys are getting gassed. They got 243 up. HyDra fired up. Winning fight after fight in range with the FaZe. They're in the point. They can seal it here. Pred, maybe the guy to soar forward. Not going to happen. It's HyDra with another, and that will seal the deal. New York on the board first.
And obviously, you heard the comms. They were firing each other up. You had some big wins from KiSMET, Skyz going off. But I'm going to give some props to HyDra. Throughout that map, he was finding these routes. He was being kind of the guy on rotation to win key gunfights to make it difficult for Seattle Surge. Big props to him. But this NYSL team, they are on the same page, making everything count. It is beautiful hard point to watch.
Well, the one thing I liked, and I don't even know if he got an answer, I couldn't hear it during the craziness of it, but with the change with the M4 being gone, when everyone had an M4, it's like, whatever, who am I fighting, it doesn't matter. But at one point, HyDra's like, who is it?
Who is
like,
it? Who am I looking
yes,
for?
what
Yep.
player? Like, am I fading? If that's ever attacked, I'm gonna know where he's gonna be set up. You have much more defined roles and positions now with this meta, and I don't know, that's one little thing I heard and listened that I like.
Yeah, nice catch there, mate. But you see there on the scoreboard, I mean, just the all-stars, right? Sim and Pred, what we always talk about with this Surge team, not the production you want from these two, and I think that's just a product of NYSL and the sort of teamwork that they have, the hard point that they are playing, shutting them both down. And now that's what we talked about. Now you guarantee at least like a Game 4 Fortress to go the distance if we get there.
And they sort of did what I was asking for. I know it's not a blowout by any means, but when I was saying like put Surge away, I meant those moments. Like when you're sitting around like a 180 to 180, they make that run and put the game away. They get the 250 on the board. They don't let it get really close at the end where I don't know what sort of witchcraft possesses Pred in the rest of the Surge team, but when it's like a 230 game, I'm like, all right, Seattle's gonna win this game somehow.
Yeah, Pred's gonna make a play. He's gonna make the play, but he does not.
They don't let him.
And NYSL, again, I mean, they rotated very early here at the end over to P3, right? I mean, if they got the final 30 seconds at P2, like they would have been over 200 points, but they're like, screw it, like we can basically win the game if we get into a tight setup inside of Kitchen. They did just that.
Yeah, I think you kind of heard the comms between them. Once they got that final bit of scrap, like the final 10 to 15 seconds, it got into what, 243, I think it was. Like, you sort of heard they knew they won. Just the way they were reacting, like that is what sealed it. They got close enough that they knew even if they got broken, it's just one break. You had a big enough lead, but that's how you put a team away at the end. It was great.
And I mean, that was the first one we've seen of them, and I was, impressed. It just feels like everybody 100%. On the same page. You have the big play moments out of everyone, the comms on point.
When this team first came together, you and I were chatting, you were asking me like my thoughts, and I was just like, from a position standpoint, when I just look at where people are, before the game was like really even out, and I was thinking much about what weapons and meta we would have, like just on paper with your SMGs and ARs, like traditional roles, like it looks great. Yeah, like you have that sub that wants to fly and eat in KiSMET. You have the guy that's going to stat pad maybe a little bit more and play at kind of that like an awkward pace at times in HyDra. Skyz has been a staple AR in the league, and Priestahh a Swiss Army knife. Like whatever needs to get done, I can do. Like it is a very well constructed team in my eyes.
Yeah, and I just think, I mean, I've always been a big fan of Priestahh on the AR as well. That just feels like when he's most comfortable, when he's at his best.
It's just weird because I mean, when he first came on my radar, what was the sub back in Infinite Warfare? Was the E-Rad? Yeah, dude, I just remember him making insane plays with that and the nutty movement. At first, I thought he was just this twisted demon that was gonna be fine. I mean, now, yeah, it just seems like he's still, middle of his career. He's got tons of time to go, but he's a menace, man. He is not someone I want to be fighting. Doesn't miss many bullets.
It feels like those guys, they're just sort of flowing right now. Everything coming together on the other side for Seattle Surge. They've been in a position like this before, and I guess like the one good thing is you're kind of saying, hey, like Pred, Sib, like let's go, let's wake up. Hopefully they get locked in after a map like that.
I think the bad thing though is like their struggles, at least in the online league, and at times this weekend has been the search and destroy. And where has New York been lights out? Like I know you and I haven't got to watch all of it just due to the nature of this weekend, but like they're winning these 6-2, 6-1, 6-0, just smoking people in search and destroy. That might have been one of those maps that Surge needed to take.
I thought so, yeah, because I mean, just the way that NYSL play Fortress, or what we've heard. Well, we'll see if we get there. Seattle Surge looking to tie things up as we head into an Embassy Search and Destroy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're a team with Surge. They played a lot of Fortress. Like, it was a lot of Search Fortress leading up to this, but they didn't win very many. So, like, they have a lot of reps.
That doesn't help.
No, but they have a lot of reps, but not a ton of wins. I think I'd be good at tennis.
Ugh. You be good at tennis?
Yeah, we had a tournament in college one time. I went and bought a whole outfit. I had like high pink socks, went out, lost first round.
You got a headband on?
Yeah, I spent like $100 on like a tennis outfit. Back in college, that was a lot of money.
Yeah, you
just lost first round.
Sure.
But I look good. I look like a Wimbledon athlete. Map 2.
I don't think that helps.
Yeah, no, it didn't. It did. Sometimes looking the part's not quite enough, Joe. Pred to open things up. Priestahh is deep. Simp looking over, trying to hit the shots. Priestahh able to get away with his life for now.
That's not getting sniped that. Pred is just hunting him down. He just continued to go forward.
Yeah, but now...
well, Priestahh does not care.
Yeah, I was going to say, this was a game of cat and mouse, but who is the cat and who is the mouse changed a little bit there at the end based on positioning.
That's one of those first bloods. It's like, do you have to keep going at that? He had a great position, but do you just back up to your team? But Simp, gonna find the snipe. As a aBeZy as well, so we're into a 2-on-2. Opens the door, KiSMET with some nice beams. You saw the flinch in and just right to it. Gonna put this bomb down, and we've seen it. As soon as you get the B plant in, anything can happen.
Well, can you get out sometimes is the big thing. Like, you're the one planting it, that, he almost is able to center and snap, but okay, Priestahh, look at this. Hold up a second.
He's gonna hear this. I hear it, so he definitely hears it.
Under 30 to go.
Show me something. Okay, he must know something. I don't. He's got to know something. Oh, he gets taken down though. Simp with 3 in the round. A Pred to open it up.
Well, I wasn't sure if that was one of those wall spots or aim assist spots. Like I wasn't sure at first like what he was going for, but it felt like he got the info, maybe with like a little aim assist, then went to peek the window. Unfortunately, Simp holding it.
I had to fix that one. Add that one. Add that one to the list.
Or just a very intuitive timing to go check.
Absolutely, yeah.
I just feel like a new viewer watching this and you don't know what X-ray is. Like, he's walling.
Is this a sim clip?
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yep. Simp 3-0. Hit a pair of snipes in that one. Oh, God, right before the trophy gets out.
Well, when you don't have fast
They get
hands, it takes a
drilled.
while. Yeah, the nades are going to land, and you just see what happens. HyDra finds the first blood.
It's like a trophy. What is that, like 150 kilograms, Joe? I don't even know how many pounds that is, to be honest.
Not a clue.
No
Not
idea.
sure. Seems pretty heavy, though.
Yeah. But you have this 4-on-3 now if you were Subliners.
This 4-man unit.
Okay, it's like a SWAT team. Breach and clear. Pred though on the flank, this is gonna turn some heads, so that 4-man push.
He's out, dude. He's
a bit now.
And I like this. Just waste their time,
Oh,
right? I mean, that's why I sell.
100%.
They gotta hunt him down. KiSMET works the flank, able to find one. Now Pred trying to do what Pred does best.
I mean, if they win this round, it's up Pred. I mean, he splits up the 4-man wolf pack, wastes a ton of time, gets a kill, maybe 2. Not gonna happen. The bunny hop, top of the steps. It's Skyz able to take it. Now on accuracy, the Iceman, the number of clutches to his career. Does he have another one? 20 to go. Down to a 1 versus 1. Next person up the bat is going to be Skyz, and just no time here.
Maybe.
Can he get there? Can he get there? Can he get there? Run, strap on those Pumas and hike it.
Oh,
I think he got
it's
it.
close.
It was 7.6. It was 7.6, Joe. I'm a mathematician.
Oh, 7.7.
Yeah.
Math.
Oh, it was close. He gets it. I honestly, when I was saying not enough time, I didn't think he had enough time to get back. I really did, but he's very agile. He's invested in his game, and he's quick. He's been playing tennis.
He might be someone who's a tennis player, that's for sure.
Yeah. Nice play.
He is fast.
Yeah, it's tough. Your accuracy is just like, yeah, you literally have to survive another split second.
Just tries to reposition. I think Skyz has the dead he popped. But a big clutch to tie this map up.
Another first blood for Subliners. So what can they do behind the numbers? Well, the numbers are gone. Prep with the kill. Let's slam open every door while HyDra pops steady. Now, to get to the end, the trade should be there. Able to do it. Takes a bullet, so finesse it here for a moment, but the pressure not going to come. Accuracy and Pred have wrapped out.
A very different style. Like Seattle, kind of doing what we see from like Thieves, right? Just taking a lot of the map away, trying to find those opening picks inside of the office. Where NYSL's just kind of been waiting for them and then trading efficiently. But Pred with another one, but just like that, we're into a one-on-one. HyDra going for the ace in the round.
HyDra for the ace. Accuracy with another chance.
He's got dead he popped right now as well. Does accuracy, so you can see he's just trying to find info. Or HyDra, he's waiting for it. Yeah, so that is gone now. Now accuracy has to play this a little bit differently, but he's in a nice spot where he can actually see the cross to be. So he's gonna have all the info that he needs, but he's still gonna be very loud as he runs across the map. But is HyDra even gonna get this down? He's gotta go.
You shouldn't stop him off of it. Just hope he doesn't hop. He's gonna hear you stopping. Accuracy comes flying. The plant is in. The angle is there. Accuracy plays that beautifully. You called it out. Just he's got the position to get any kind of information, and just due to the time, there's not a whole lot of options. You're going to see it milk this a bit, because you said he used the Deddy. He was just starting to refill that, going to let that build a bit. But if HyDra gets it planted and gets out, like if there were, or even if he had like, I don't know, maybe 10 more seconds where he could have held like the heady for a second and accuracy didn't know that he could just fly at it, maybe you could win it. But feels like a couple things just worked really well for accuracy.
No, yeah, the fact is that he's not already across is the best thing for him, right?
Yeah.
He's just kind of taking that chance that he's already, or he has to cross to that bomb, or maybe he's going to work towards A. Here's a bit of a replay. HyDra gets off the bomb, and he's thinking, I'm going to probably go towards orange, try to reposition.
Honestly, it looked like he might have even lost like a little bit of aim assist there for a second. Like he was close to getting around that edge, but nice recentering there from accuracy.
That never happens. You never lose it.
Oh, dude, I'm one of those people that's not good at getting it back once I lose it. Let me tell you, the pro's different beast. This time, I think the trophy gets out before the days decimate everybody. Can Simp hit the pick? It's tough. You have like those fake smoke grenades and the Simp Texas going off. Can't really get the visual. Skyz and HyDra start to rip him up. Fred, he has been the guy that brought it back, and he brings it back again. All these first bloods by NYSL, but every time it's Pred that gets the follow-up kill. When it's a 4v3, he brings it to a 3v3. When it's a 4v2, he brings it to a 2v2. Pred has been massive in these rounds.
Accuracy trying to get this bomb down. He's getting shot by KiSMET. Luckily, it's the Vaznev, so should be able to get away for now, at least reposition. Priestahh trying to help out his teammate and find him.
He hasn't been able to heal back to full this entire time. Finally, there comes his health bar.
Oh,
back
that
up.
helps. Oh, does it?
Not out from Lamar. Feeling himself.
And a huge round from Pred, as you said, to give that 2 versus 4 in favor of Seattle Surge. Catches Skyz with his pants down, then HyDra. He's a little bit weak.
This is just a story of Pred giving you a chance, Lamar closing on your chances. Like, I know it's a 4-man team, but like, that has been what's getting through them.
And I was going to say, I was loving what NYSL was doing because they know that the pressure of Simp was through the middle, so they had Skyz peek him. HyDra found another early kill in the round.
Well, because think about it. Sib had 3 in round 1, Joe. Every other kill, all other 11 are accuracy and Pred.
You are a mathematician.
Yeah, yeah.
It's beautiful to see.
But it's just been all of them. Unbelievable.
Again, just very slow from NYSL on offense.
Show me your face. Oh, well, okay. He's getting cambered a bit there. I think he had the angle. His elbow's getting gnawed off.
And that maybe allows them to start to push on up. KiSMET, he saw the glint from Civ. He was going for it. You're going to throw a nade at this? Oh, my gosh. I don't know if I like that. I mean, the nade hits.
Well, yeah, that was a hell of a nade. Unfortunately, as you tossed it, KiSMET's head got knocked into round 6.
Now a 3 versus 4. HyDra. Yeah, well, we know that now, but Pred is just waiting for you.
Honestly, knife out there. If he's able to rack in time, might have been like the best thing. If he just could have hit the snap. But it's another snipe that is connecting. This time, it's through Skyz.
Don't count him out yet. Do not count him out yet. We have seen some crazy clutches on this map. Accuracy, though, able to hit the stun. That makes things easy.
And accuracy's winning a lot of fights.
He had a solid map 1.
Yeah, no, he's a guy sometimes, like last year, like I would call him out. Like, it seemed like he was a liability at times. He'd be going against some of the other top ARs. He would be struggling. Here, he is playing with confidence. And there, dude, that's such a good POV of it. That nade was so good.
And really all KiSMET is wanting is 1 bullet, right? Just 1 bullet connects that he's done. At least a trade.
Well, I think the timing was just a tiny bit off. Yep. Like, if he peeks the second that nade hits, he gets the kill. Like, that snipe is missed. He's drilled by the nade, but he peeks a second too early. That was almost a sensational play, but unfortunately, again, yeah, 1 right to the eyes. Not that that's an easy thing to time. That was a tough nade.
Yeah, no, you'd be horrible at that.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. I would have hit my.
You might be the worst nade throw in this entire.
I wouldn't have got sniped though, because I would have died to my own nade.
Yeah. But you wanted Pred to step up if you were a Surge fan, and you're getting it here, up to 9-3 in the map.
He's just got that takeover ability, man. It's fun to watch.
HyDra working up the middle. Kind of watching to see if anyone jumps out of bathroom or up top in the office. Sib just trying to find a pick. A very slow offensive round. Both teams just trying to find info.
3 in a row now for accuracy. Still just hold. Sib trying to get an angle, but time's starting to dwindle now. You're going to have to begin to make moves.
Pred's just prone everywhere, dude.
Oh, yeah. HyDra's
just having his number.
HyDra's about to put his forehead through a wall with some of these deaths.
Just biting his ankles.
Yeah, yeah. It's been some frustrating ones. Trying to catch him on Bob and KiSMET, and there is just a snipe through the door. The second he peeks it, picking him apart. Another solid round there from Surge. And the patience pays off, because a lot of times that, it's like, yeah, if you're the offense, yes, you start to feel the pressure a little bit, because the clock's starting to dwindle, but like, it felt like it came more to HyDra starting to feel the pressure a little bit. He had to make a play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we have 90 seconds, and I think for the offensive team to get to that bomb, it takes about 4.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can take your time on this map, that's for sure.
One more round. And as good as, I mean, we're gassing NYSL and how solid they've been at Surge. Well, it's getting done to them right now. Absolutely dominant from NYSL. peeking around the corner. There's 2 people there. You got 26 health. Simp trying to dance away. Fred can't make the difference early in this one, but bringing it back is Mack. It's always somebody stepping up to just delete that first blood. NYSL, I'll have to see it at the end, but they've had half, if not more, first bloods.
That's felt
Probably
that
about
way.
half of them. Nice shots, guys.
Now into a 2-on-3. KiSMET gonna find that flank, not allow accuracy to do anything. And HyDra,
There we go. There we go.
he was able to get that bomb down and then played his life. Finds the last one. They're gonna stay alive.
So what kind of adjustments, I guess, are you trying to make for your NYSL? Like, you've been playing so well in Surge. It just feels like Surge have kind of had your number. You've had some frustrating deaths of your HyDra. What are you trying to do?
Well, I think what really Surge has been doing is just kind of waiting on NYSL, allowing them to get into those forward positions on defense, and then just kind of knowing that they're going to be in those spots, right? Then they pop Daddy and go out hunting. And a lot of the times when you're the one looking for that person, you're checking those corners.
Sort of just playing that information game, taking your time, and then...
And HyDra's got to be careful opening doors. He's got to look down.
What was the chess show on Netflix? It's like you're just like slowly getting that information on the chessboard in your head, and then you attack.
Oh, Queen's Gambit.
Oh, so good.
Great show.
Oh, fantastic.
Is that what it's like being inside your mind?
Like the opposite of that, yeah. Board's upside down and just smashed.
And right, this is it. A lot of the times they were moving up past that 50-yard line. So HyDra, he's just like, you know what, I'll just stay back. So both teams are like, we're just gonna chill for now.
Same thing. Just playing their time. Or last time we saw this, HyDra gets a little overzealous. Fred's flying prone. This time, can Subliners stay 4 up and wait for Surge to make the move? They've got to get the bomb planted. And that looks to be the case. So far, the patience is there. And you get the pick from KiSMET. Beautiful shots there. It is just headshots, but again, it's a trade that comes in near instantly. Over and over and over again. Surge, get it back.
Yeah, and then obviously Mack gets the bomb planted, so now advantage to Seattle Surge to put this map away.
Is that one where you just win the one fight and go prone? Like,
Probably do, or maybe you're just hoping that someone helps you out, but accuracy, he's on the flank. This might close the game out when he gets to this spot. They're not gonna think that he is there. All the way in the back corner, there we go. Accuracy with 1, then plays his life, just trying to waste the time, and now the chow.
Good luck. Yeah. Priestahh is basically a ballerina, just trying to spin around and see where all the shots are coming from. Great plays there from accuracy, but listen, there were a lot of moments, and Fred and accuracy did the heavy lifting, obviously early on. But it's just, for me, what I kept saying, like, I will see it once we look at the stats, but so many times you got advantage if you were Subliners, and it felt like far too easy for Surge to bring it back even.
Yeah, they had 3 first bloods, 3 to 5, so. Yeah,
No,
a lot of first bloods if you were NYSL.
Yeah, they had 5 of them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I think you said 3. Oh, sorry.
3,
yeah.
2, 5.
That's kind of what it felt like. Like, they dominated that part of it. A lot of times, I know it's not everything in Search and Destroy, and when we talk about first bloods, there's definitely like a big difference between like a traded first blood and non-traded first blood, but I didn't view any of those first bloods is, well, for the most part, is where you like get a kill and you're instant traded. Like, even that KiSMET one, he had a chance to survive. Like, I know he dropped right after, but you had a chance to play your life. It's not like you were just dead and had 1 HP and someone cleaned you up. That is how do you fix that? Just something you look back at, like, all right, boys, let's take our time a little bit more after we get the kill.
Yeah, and I think after like an explosive hardpoint #1, you're probably feeling yourself a little bit. You're probably trying to make a play. And I just think it's a good job by Surge playing their game and playing patient. Allowing, okay, we know HyDra and KiSMET are probably going to get aggressive, because that's a thing in the Surge team. Like, if you look at the Thieves series last night, they allowed like Kenny and Drazah just find a pick and then go away. They played a very tight setup, found that kill, and then really opened the round up.
No, we were talking about hardpoint scrim and Surge because they do thrive in the chaos a lot, but you got to see a big difference there in the Surge. Like, they were in control. It was slow. That was when I think of like accuracy as a player in like Surge. That was him to a T. It was really special to watch. But yeah, that duo on accuracy and Pred, so good. But here we go. We continue on. We're tied up 1-1. It looks like it is going to be a fantastic match to continue on throughout the course of the day. Do not go anywhere. Quick break. When we get back, Control's up next.
No way, bro.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with a Scump, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
Welcome back to Raleigh. Map 3 ready to go. Packed house as we get ready to see this one rumble. So far, I mean, maybe kind of the opposite of how you thought it might go, or maybe a lot of you might thought it'd be 2-0 Subliners, but the search at least didn't see it going like that.
Screw it, throw it all out the window. I got no idea. With this title, with these teams, doesn't matter. We thought Ultra was looking great, and then FaZe punched him in the face.
Yeah, no, right? It's like this time of year. I mean, we moved the calendar up. We'd be like starting scrims right now. It's just, it's wild. It's wild where we're at. Thank you, everybody watching at home. Thank you, everybody in attendance. We hope you are all having a fantastic time. May the matches be glorious and your dinners delightful. Yeah.
You're hungry, huh? Thinking about food?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well,
now
usually
I
that's
am.
where you go to.
Now I am.
He's a big boy.
See what HyDra shoot through the window. That timing does not get a whole lot worse.
Some awful timing there, but Priestahh, he's just going to get into the offensive spawn, and they're going to know something's up. His accuracy, he spawns out. He's just going to go right over towards B. So you have one player on A. That's going to be Mack. Kind of taking their time is Seattle Surge. And now accuracy, he just kind of lurks right past B. He's going to try to get behind enemy lines.
Oh, he's doing the flank.
Yeah, he's going on a big flank all the way up that hill. And now with him in that spot, yeah, you're going to see Mack comes off his spawn, and he's going to go right to B. So they can work this B point.
Accuracy's been so good in this series so far. You're sending somebody to hunt him. That's what Skyz is going all the way around to deal with. It's actually KiSMET that will get the kill. Putting a fight on the point.
The nade. They don't get the tick.
Yeah, the nade just enough. Now you got 45 seconds left. Not a lot of progress anywhere. Not a big foothold on the map. Sib really the only one up. He's 3-0. Hasn't dropped dead. He popped. Looking for more, but he get caught as soon as he sends out the window. Unfortunate timing for him is I think that peek in the second he kind of committed. But you're on the zone. You've stopped the clock. Once again, you're so close to a tick, and it's going to get shut down. KiSMET, HyDra, Skyz, the swarm from Subliners get them off.
And this just felt like a very controlled round for Surge, but I mean, you had a couple of players, I think it's Simp and Pred, while they were working towards B, where they just stayed inside, right? And as soon as Mack dies, that clock was ticking. And now it just goes into a position where NYSL, this might be a great round for them. You've only given up one tick. It's not like the defense has been perfect. It just felt like Seattle Surge, they didn't really fully commit to capturing a zone.
It's like the lead up and the team push to get on the point was really solid. But then once you got there, it just the retake part of it was so easy from Subliners. It seemed like.
Well, because you just had two players inside. Like you literally just had, I wasn't sure exactly what they were thinking. But again, the fact they got Mack off right away, I mean, that was huge. And they were able to take care of accuracy, and that just meant all right, well, Simp and Pred have to go over towards A.
Yeah, I thought accuracy getting the two from the position he did. I mean, obviously you can't get back and help a whole lot with the objective at that point. You've kind of committed. I mean,
yeah, I thought the rest were going to go that way.
Yes. I thought that was going to be at least 2 ticks, maybe a point. But not the case. Accuracy opens it up. We'll see if that nade will hit. Not going to happen as Sib able to cover. So accuracy is still just looming deep here at this rock. Accuracy trying to stay up. Not going to be able to get out of it. HyDra able to hunt him down. Now onto the point you go. Clock stop. Still a minute to work with. You got one just at the opposite side of the ball. Nice challenge there from HyDra as he's able to take it.
Yeah, you had Mack working up the B side early in that round, but he gets taken down, I think, by Priestahh. He was ready for that flank, and now you have a couple of players on A. That's going to be 2 ticks done. HyDra just trying to get inside, pop Deddy, and make a play. At least find a couple of kills, but it looks like A gonna be done.
Yeah, just the simple kill HyDra got there. Once on the point, those were the kills didn't come through for Surge. He just didn't really get anything once you got in position. Subliners just, I mean, I don't know the perfect word for it. They just executed better. It might have did once he got to the actual objective. Executed way better.
Hey, he's had more people on the point too. That definitely helps.
Yeah, it helps. Just bodies sometimes, so it doesn't make an impact, Joe.
Accuracy just trying to control that two-story, and does that right now for the defensive team. And NYSL just trying to get some map control, trying to find anything, but they will be given nothing as all four are gonna go down. And now the map kind of resets as Surge trying to tie things up at one apiece.
We can see Surge just surging forward, just trying to kind of get them pinned deep. Don't give them room to breathe. Keep staggering this if you can find the kills. One person pretty separate from the squad. The last spawner, I believe, was Accuracy, but he gets the angle. He gets right back to his rock here on the hill, his safe haven.
Well, really, he's just trying to watch this ladder, right? Because the defensive teams, they want to control this area, because when you're in this spot, you have this window, and you can just watch the cross to B. It is just easy picking when you have the AR.
It's a good point, because it's, you know, if you're new to watching, it seems so odd, right? Like where the point is, like on the full opposite side of this giant building, and he's whacked wide, but yeah, it stops you from getting to a key position. At least in like the quickest route to do so. Now you're down to 40 seconds.
Finally, some pressure, though. You're going to have, what, HyDra and Skyz pushing up. Priestahh, he's on the point. Pred, he's going to hear this. Well, they were looking for him. They had an idea someone was still alive behind them. With that is going to be 3 dead. Priestahh just trying to control as much map as he can, as he is playing his life in a forward position, but he's taken down.
Yeah, I mean, I think he survives long enough that one trade comes through, but you're going to spawn so close. Look at the defensive spawn at B. Like, you've got 10 feet to hike, and you're right back onto it. 15 seconds now to go. If you're Subliners, you know, at least you got the 1 point. You had a more successful offense, that's for sure. Well, what is it? It's 3. How many ticks did they get the first time? Was it 2 or 1
or 2?
I can't remember if it was 1 or 2.
Still have a chance here. Skyz is here. Oh, Mack's gonna find 2. KiSMET was there. The NYSL, they went for it. One last push, and it was close.
That's where Mack eats, though. And those crazy moments late in the round. Mack finding the kills. Simp looking over him. The tax hit.
Here's the last couple of kills. Yeah, Skyz, I mean, he gets that flank. Yeah, that win right there. Make sure that there's no chance NYSL can win that round. Still had Sib alive looking over him, but they went for it.
And those are, you saw him kind of jumping out. It can be like awkward to get your gun up quickly sometimes. Like another con with the movement there from Skyz, you might be winning that fight, but not gonna happen here.
All right, we'll see if their offense is a little better here. Seattle Surge, they're gonna head over towards A. Mack just trying to get control of this point alongside his teammates, and there we go, 3 gonna go down. And they're just gonna get on it. They're just gonna stack this a little bit different than what we saw in round 1. Skyz is on the flank. Maybe trying to find anything. Does find one. That's just poor accuracy, just rotating in. Somehow Skyz sees him. Does see Mack, but Sib on a 5 screen now. They're trying to contest, trying to get on it, and nope, not gonna be done. Is Pred gonna control the point?
And Sib, did he get his streak before he dropped? Because it was a team kill from accuracy, actually. I believe he got it. We'll check here in a second. I think it was 6 in a row.
Nope.
No. Oh, he didn't? Okay. I thought he was getting close. Skyz, though, you'll see, he has his precision. Now, Pred. Where's the opening going to come? Just trying to get eyes in the deep spawn, the rotation end. Pred starts the pounce, shots in from every side, 3 kills through from Subliners, and that'll basically be the all clear. You just have accuracy kind of lurking near bottom. But now you got to set up a push again. Still a lot of time, minute 20 to go. Lives not really gonna matter at all. It's just this B point, it can be tough.
And he's found an opening here, right? I mean, just obviously they know he's shot, but he just kind of hits the middle of the map. He's gonna give that comm to his teammates. Do have Skyz and HyDra in very forward positions. And there we go, with 2 dead. Accuracy, he's gonna get on the point here. He's looking for this player. In Skyz in that position. Here's the shots now. With the trophy down, if he finds that kill, maybe an opportunity for Seattle Surge to have multiple people on the point, but Skyz does such a good job. And well, it doesn't stop there. Now 4 in a row for Skyz.
It's like the same thing when you're on pro. It just takes a second to get got up. Like accuracy, like he had the right idea. just didn't really get a chance to actually have a gunfight. 5 in a row for HyDra, 4 in a row for Skyz. They really turned up here in the late moments defensively of this B objective.
It's really just their ability to stay alive, right, in those kinds of situations. When all the pressure is on them. Maybe a chance here, because here's the thing, when you do get taken down, you see that spawn bottom left, it is deep, and if you have a trophy on the point now, the nades are gonna come on over, they're gonna force stack this. Seattle going for the offensive round win. No streak. And well, that might be it. They get it. They find those kills. The rotation not gonna get there. The trophies are on the point.
I was thinking for some reason you had one for Subliners. They could maybe call in to clear them off, but not the case. And what I was just saying, how incredible that stretch was from NYSL. But what have we learned from Control over the years? Takes a moment.
Yeah, 1-4 dead, 1-3 dead, and that is it.
One moment.
Especially on this map. I mean, that deep spawn all the way towards that back shack, and then you're just hoping there's not a trophy.
Well, yeah, if you've got at least like one player up or something, you all might spawn safe. We saw it happen in the previous round, but like when everybody drops, adios. You're spawning a mile away.
Now pressure on NYSL to do the same.
NYSL desperately just trying to get this to a round 5. Such a great win in that map 1 hard point, bodied in the search and destroy. It's their rebound time.
When they have some position, you have 2 people on it. Not a tick done yet. Now it's just KiSMET there. Maybe he finds one. He does. He's just going to try to rotate on over. Oh my gosh! Slaps Mack in the face.
Mack, we will see you later. 2 HP for KiSMET, but what a snap that was. The Bulldog. That wasn't really dog.
It kind of was.
He won the fight. Did my best.
Could have been better, for sure.
It could have been, yeah.
But I mean, with that kill, they're going to go right on over to A.
How good's the nade? It is lovely. Accuracy with an absolute teardrop. Takes out Priestahh. The rest of his teammates step up as well. 6 in a row now for Lamar. Sitting at 19 and 15. This has just been a great series from accuracy. They got a chance to do it here. 1 bit of progress on either side. But they got to cap a point. The one thing, they've been able to be on the point a bit to pause the clock, so you still have some wiggle room with the 45 seconds, but you get cleared off of this, not going to be a ton. Now 2 players going to drop. 2nd bit of progress is done. Simp snapping all over the place. 1 a friendly kill, but the rest going to go over to Seattle Surge and back to the spawn we go. 35 seconds and counting.
And the issue is, right, because you put so much emphasis on B early in this round, you only have 30 seconds as Pred is snapping. Finally, NYSL going to start to work over towards A, but they do not have a lot of time to mess around. They got to deal with Pred first. Another tick almost done. 2 at B, almost 2 at A. Just trying to stay alive. That is a beautiful free fire by Skyz. I don't know what that man is doing, those shots. Able to allow HyDra to win that gunfight.
Dude, when it feels like maybe a round is over, once again, here we go. And if he got him out of that, someone else had to rotate in, but you get it done. There's the extra minute. Now, all the work you did at B seems a lot better, because you just need 1 point of progress now to get this to a round 5.
You need Mack to find a kill. That's huge. Huge
it's going. It's going. They cleared them off. They start to reset that final tick. Mack and Simp. The duo to get it done for now.
Yeah, because you had a trophy down, you had 2 players spun all the way out, only 7 lives remaining for NYSL. HyDra trying to find a route, he's going to find Pred instead. Feels like that is the theme of the last couple of maps for that man.
Pred's in the guy's head.
Yeah, but here we go. Priestahh and KiSMET, they're on the point. They got to go, Seattle. They got to go, and they just get on it. Round 5, here we come.
And that is where all that dirty work early at B pays off, because, you know, we just said you just need a moment, but when you need 1 tick, it's not even a moment. Like, it just seems like a sliver of time.
And I think you had heard a precision go off at the end, so someone calls that in for Seattle. And it finds nothing, because the round was done.
It's just 1 point of progress with 2 on it. So fast. And that's a frustrating one. You can see that on the...
And I actually love that call. I mean, they did not take any gunfights. It was literally 2 players just worked up towards that B zone and was like, we're just going to prone.
Like, we need 1 segment. We need 1 segment.
Just prone on it. Yeah, just prone on it. They had the trophy down. There was the protection. NYSL, they get a defense.
Round 5 now. What a big map this is. Tied up 1-1. Who's going to get the edge? Bulldog looking to get in the mix. He's going to drop, but the Priestahh with the Deddy pop we go. Can he find the opening? And they got so much information. I mean, they know they are all just tucked in around this two-story outside of Simp. Sorry, not outside of Simp, outside of Fred, who's really got pushed up a bit. Now the flank is on through. Priestahh on 4 in a row. The damage is in. The call-outs are through. The kills there for Subliners.
I mean, they have so much map position right now. You have one player who's gotten through A, but Priestah's still alive. He's on 5 in a row. KiSMET trying to take care of accuracy. Accuracy's at least gotten to the point to pause the clock, but the trades are there for NYSL. Seattle just not able to get out of their base. And after that round 4, they're gonna need a lot to win this match.
It's just a map, you can pin them, man. If you get them pushed back, but now is your glimmer of hope, your chance. KiSMET, the one that can play spoiler! Spoiler! He does the Bulldog! 5 in a row, the triple on the point, and that might be adios.
I think he got a hit marker through the wall, so he kept pre-firing onto that third guy. Now 15 seconds for Seattle Surge. Trophy's going down. They know they have to get on A. HyDra gonna stun himself, give them a chance. But there's that Deddy popped. Just one more set of kills. This map is done.
I mean, even if you get this, the lives, well, so with time might not come into play, but you're up 8 right now if you're in YSL. Do they get the extra
They're
time?
going for it.
They do. Okay, it's secured. Extra minute on. We've had some wild and wacky moments in this one. Why not add on another? But you've got so much to do. You need that entire B point. Mack's got one lurking right underneath him. It's KiSMET once again trying to get into the mix, but just find Simp. Seems to be a headshot machine. A little bit left in his Deddy. First opening not going to be there. They're so weak, and you got to be careful with the lives now as they get cut down. 8 left. You got, what, 2 pushes at this?
It's just so tough now. Now you have Priestahh once again pushed on up, and if he can just find a kill or 2, he's going to be the one to stagger this push, but he gets taken down, so a chance here.
Oh, my God.
Fred, he is on the hunt.
Oh, my God.
He's going to have KiSMET and Priestahh in his sights. Seattle Surge is going to be on the point now. Skyz is under him. Skyz is under him. He doesn't see it. It's going to come down to a 1 versus 1. Simp gonna win it. There's no trophy that I can see for now. The nade's overhead.
It's just there's
accuracy is there.
Now 2, you just didn't have much that you could actually stack. Stun hit Simp. Second bit of progress so close. No respawns remaining. Simp through the wall. Over the top. Finding the kills. 2 lives left. 2v5. Pred, accuracy, the heroes of the map 2. Can they do it again?
It's so close.
All
it's
the
so
utility
close.
coming in. They're running in. No respawns remaining. But Surge to get the W. The ice there once again. He's let them know.
I don't know what just happened.
Well, the players look confused. Like they were talking with the Røkkr and admin. I gotta watch that back.
I got no idea. All I know is that Fred capped the point.
I'm curious like what the conversation was. Is hopefully in a moment here. We'll take a look at it again, but it was just an insane sequence. I mean, you were talking about Priestahh being pushed up, but the guy that mattered was Fred. I mean, Fred got the first pick deep on one rotating end, pops the Deddy, soars forward, able to take down 2 more. It's still a war because you got one person on the point for the first 5 to 10 seconds, so it's moving slow as hell. Finally, accuracy rotates in, and of course it comes down to the 2 heroes from the map too. How different of players can they be? Accuracy and Pred, in age, in wisdom, in speed, in everything. But they're the 2 getting it done, the father-son duo.
No, I know. Like obviously, like Priestahh's on one side, but that was a huge kill by accuracy because that allowed Fred to just get them off a spawn. We're gonna have Simp with 31, Fred with 32, but we did hear in our ears that maybe a little discussion with the admins. I guess HyDra's controller may have disconnected. I don't know. We'll figure that out. They'll figure that out, and then you and I are gonna hang out.
That's a player device from IS. We're moving on.
Doesn't matter.
not my choice, but What a crazy sequence. I'm sure some frustrations, but that explains why. I wonder why he was up, like, looking around, like, what's going on?
Just some wacky rounds, though.
Yeah, like, there were a couple, you know, you never heard the commentator want to, like, call it over, but you feel it, like, all right, they got this one sealed, and then, bang, lightning hits, and just stuff goes crazy. Another one of those, that is what Surge lived for. Put him in that 10 out of 10 times, somehow they're pulling it out 9. I don't get it.
It was all defense until round number 4 when NYSL somehow pulled one out. When they were just able to put 2 players on that point, they went right for B. It was a last-second capture. Then in round 5, Seattle. Their offenses weren't great leading up to that, but they pulled one out, that's for sure. But like we said, we'll see what happens.
I mean, that's just a theft. You stole that one. But maybe some drama. Again, we'll keep you updated as soon as we hear what's going on. If they talk through it, we'll let you know if we're continuing on with Surge up 2-1. And if there's going to be a replay of the round, we'll let you know. But what a ridiculous sequence it was. Let's watch it again, Joe.
Yeah, there you can see, I think it was HyDra, right? Number 5 just not moving. But yeah, I mean, Pred, he's the only one here. Doesn't have a trophy. It's just 1 kill that he needs. He's able to find it. There were only 2 lives remaining.
You know, honestly, I didn't even notice that on the minimap. I was so focused on what was going on at the objective.
I was just looking at the point going up.
Yeah, if you haven't commentated before, I'm sure a lot of you that have been watching a long time, you stare at the minimap for the most part. I mean, minimap tells you everything, but in those moments, like, I am just locked on the player's POV, like, so invested. I didn't even notice. And that's just one where, yeah, if it doesn't happen, maybe he's able to get back into it, but not sure officially where we stand on that.
But if that is it, I mean, we're going to Forge's hardpoint up next.
I assume we're going to hardpoint, but we'll see. Just got to brush that one off. I mean, it's frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, even before that, right? I mean, they were so close to just not allowing Seattle to capture either point. They controlled that round for 95% of it.
And then, yeah, it just fell off. I mean, I thought, dude, after the moment
it's that map, dude. You just gotta get away from it.
After that moment with KiSMET, though, dude, where you looked at the map and it was basically all 4 blue arrows and KiSMET sitting in the middle. And I'm thinking, this is Seattle's chance, and he just dominates, takes out 3, and I'm thinking, all right, they're going to end up closing this out. But not going to be the case. It's Surge. Just unbelievable late game heroics. Maybe some sort of mystical blessing to disconnect HyDra's controller. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. I know it's frustrating. We use a former competitor. I mean, you just want the guys to be playing at their best. You don't want stuff like that to happen, but fact is it happens sometimes.
Sure, yep.
Yeah, no, it stinks, but it is what it is. And this has been the series we'd hoped it'd be as far as just teams throwing punches, man. Who's going to get knocked out first? It has been so fun. Control was just wild.
I mean, you got coaches on stage, and I mean, for NYSL, it's just now just focus on what you can do.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things, like, you don't want to get like too hung up on what happened. You got to look forward if that's going to be the case. But just bringing eyes right now to shop.callofduty.com. This is where you can get the amazing gear. You see some of the incredible jerseys. I still don't know why I haven't sent one of each. Actually, never mind. I have too many shirts, gaming-related shirts. I don't need any more.
Yeah, you don't need
I had to clear out the closet recently.
You don't need any more, but you know, like
I still want them all. Yes.
Want to look like the pros? Go there. Shop.callofdutyleague.com. I mean, the jerseys this year really stepped it up. Everybody gets their own sort of design, can add their own little swagger.
Well, I think that's what people really wanted at the inception of the CDL. There were some frustrations that wasn't the case, but now, yeah, you're getting to see it. You know, the Ultra, you got like the maple leaf in it. It's just some cool designs coming in from the different organizations. So check that out. If you haven't purchased anything yet, go ahead and do it. That's on Joe.
I'm doing what now?
You're buying everybody a jersey, Joe. It seems like just the way it is on stage that there's still a discussion happening, maybe just waiting on the ruling. Yeah, I thought for a moment we might be ready to go because it seemed people were starting to sit forward and get locked in, but I'm not sure that's the case anymore.
Yeah, both teams just doing what they can, just waiting. Just as we are at home, so we're just hanging out. But for NYSL, I mean, when you look at this Fortress, both Hardpoint and Search and Destroy, this has been their kind of home this weekend.
And again, a lot of reps for Search, just not a ton of wins in the lead up. At least you're talking about Search and Destroy. Fortress, a map that I don't know. When you can get rolling, it's probably a lot of fun. When you are getting punished, it doesn't look like a blast. Like you could just get smoked. It's like you're just hitting choke point after choke point after choke point.
And you got what you wanted after map number 1, right? Because map number 1 kind of Pred and Sib sort of struggled, and then Pred really came alive. He did it here.
He was so good.
Sib as well. They both had around 31 kills in that control. And on a map like Fortress, you kind of need those guys, right? Because there's going to be so many engagements, so many key gunfights. You're going to have the opportunity to make a lot of individual plays, and that's what those guys do.
Simp has been, I mean, it's been fun. New to the league, obviously. Just at the start of his career, but just an unbelievable talent that we are going to be casting for a long, long time. I'm sure he's just itching to get back in. It's like when this happened to you, like back when you were competing, and you have like, let's say, all right, let's just, I'm just going to go into the assumption. Let's say we're going to continue playing, right? Let's say we're going to move on and go to map 4. When you're a team like Search who just got like a dramatic win like that, like does this take the wind out of the sails a little bit, or just a time to kind of take a deep breath and recoup?
I think it's just sort of time to recoup, right? I mean, that's just kind of it. They are playing well. So both teams playing well, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but we're still waiting on that. So as the admins figure this out with the teams, we're actually going to go to a quick break. So thank you guys for tuning in, hanging out. We will be right back as soon as we figure out what's going to happen next.
Hello and welcome back. Unfortunately, at the bearer of good news yet. They're still making a decision. So as soon as we are ready to go, we're not into it. I don't imagine this type of thing. It should be that long of a delay before a call is made, but I'm sure both sides are being heard. Refs, admins, chatting through it. But it's been a great series. I just want to get back to it.
Bro,
but
I cannot play, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
There you see the frustration from HyDra as he's just basically walking into the wall. And I don't know if it's a cable issue, controller issue, exactly what happened, but
maybe that's what happened to you, dude. That looked like a lot like your gameplay. Like a lot like it, dude.
I swore every time I couldn't play. Yo, I couldn't play. You see that?
I saw it.
Okay, well that makes sense because like that's why we kind of shut up after the end of the map because I'm just looking at the shot of the stage and they're up shouting. So I was like, something happened. I just didn't notice on the minimap at the time because it was, well, we were invested in the action and it was like a 3-second thing, however long it was. It just happened real quick, but.
Can't believe you can't notice 100 things at once.
I try my best, but yeah, as a player, as a competitor, I'm sure he is going through it right now, just waiting on what this call is going to be. Just a shame, because yeah, who knows how it plays out. If
he was the first one up too. He's got a sub. He's probably
likely it's like a two-person chow versus one, yeah. Because they just had to get one kill, right? Is what it ended up being, yeah. So you would have had a second there with them. Maybe a trade comes in. Maybe you're at least contesting. But despite the issue,
still a fun map.
I know it was. I know it plays into it. Obviously the result, but still just some incredible moments from Surge in the clutch. And I think what is impressive to me is it's just I know you have one of the more clutch players of all time in accuracy. I know he lives for those moments, but I think it is impressive to see how good they've been in the clutch at times, considering the rest is a lot of youth. I know Mack several years into his career, but for Simp and Breath, like you're just starting out. And I guess for me, it's like the main stage experience, the clutch experience. It's usually, yeah, there's a clutch gene, sure, but typically it takes a little time to like evolve.
Well, I guess you're just hoping it doesn't always rely on that, because a lot of the times they do rely on that. Like, cannot always guarantee that you're going to have that pop-off moment.
No, certainly. Even though they seem to do it consistently. Yeah,
you're not wrong.
You're going to age rapidly. It's going to be a very, very stressful series. Your coach is going to be going through it, watching these matches. But for the viewers and for us commentating, it's a hell of a lot of fun, I'll tell you that.
It certainly is. This has already been a very crazy weekend. We're going to know up next after this, you still have LA Thieves versus Ultra. Loser of that is out.
Yeah.
And I mean, for Ultra, we've heard just how great they were. They're going to have another big challenge after losing to FaZe earlier today.
Yeah, and FaZe looked, I mean, now with this like 2-2 Basnev attack, like they look very, very scary. Maybe the favorites after that series. I don't know if I had one before that. But we're going to check out the Scump play of the game here quickly, just filling some time before we get into our next match. But one of the big moments within this game 3.
Just checking out this round number 3. Well, you have Seattle Surge is trying to push over towards this zone. And they're going to go for it here, but I think it's NYSL. You see all the nades coming over the top. Trying to get on that point, and they do. So a big offensive win there for Surge.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great moment. I guess when I think of the play of the game, I think of like KiSMET's 3-piece, but like they lost. Well, as of now, it seems they have. But that was the one that I was like, okay, that is the one you notate. Just an unbelievable triple. Is everybody just kind of hanging out on their phones, chilling, waiting? Hello, everybody. Sorry, listen, we want to get going too. I know. As soon as we can.
If it makes you feel better, you all look wonderful and delightful and beautiful.
Everyone, 10 out of 10, just sexy. I'm hearing, I believe, I was just heard we are almost there. Word coming in from Comp Ops now. So we should have more information for you in just a second. And we'll see based on maybe the player reactions what the call was. I'm not sure if they know yet. If they heard already, I think we're probably replaying. HyDra's over here laughing, but I'm not sure if they know yet.
We will see. Feels like everybody's talking. We're figuring it out. We're filling time. This is what we do.
Priestahh's like locked. He's like, get me in the map.
I just want to play.
He's probably frying bots. Like, I'm ready to go. Locked and loaded.
Just in the firing range. Shooting the same targets over and over and over again. On the other side for Seattle Surge is trying to do what they can. Still just waiting to hear. Okay, so we just got official word that the score is staying 2-1.
Okay.
So there we go. We're moving on to map number 4.
Player equipment issue. So I've heard. What was the first thing I said?
It's usually what it is, but I don't know.
I
I used to do that stuff. I don't do that anymore.
Listen, I'll start making the rulings.
Ooh, the Maven Worldy is the back?
That is terrifying. No, that should not be a thing. But all right, so Surge fans, they start to get a little bit excited. You're able to hold on to the win. We get ready now to continue forward. You had time to take a deep breath. Everyone ran to the bathroom, maybe got some snacks. The players talk to their coaching staff. And on one side, all right, you're Surge. You have this crazy moment. There's a bit of a come down when you're waiting what the result's going to be. Time to turn it on. If you are on the NYSL side, nothing but frustration.
Pissed.
And that maybe just increased a bit. I mean, I think they probably had an idea it was going to go that way. I mean, that was my first instinct, so they might have thought that. But if anything, it might work out for NYSL a little bit in the sense of like, yeah, got a chance to like kind of take a breather and digest it a bit. Versus like, if that happened, Pac goes up and screaming, and then you go right into the next map.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I guess we'll see. Like, I guess, I mean, if you're going to be someone that's winning tournaments, you got to be able to brush it off. I know it sucks, but you got to brush it off.
I'm with it. I just expect them now to win by like 150 on this map. That's what I would do.
NYSL's come out and just put them in the dirt.
Yeah.
I mean, they got the potential to do it. Speak to your gameplay. But now, it's probably just a matter of getting the actual settings ready to go and getting the map ready to go. But you said it was Fortress for the final 2, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we get the Fortress. That's where the battle is going to go down. With the drama and the crazy plays we've already had, I'm just praying, NYSL come out and smoke them, get me to a map 5, then let's have something incredible that happens. But HyDra, feel for you. It sucks. I mean, no one wants to not be able to play. You just want to go out there and compete to the best of your ability. And
especially right there at that moment,
the tail end of one. But you just got to swallow that. Here we go. Focus on this one. This is where you rely on the leadership on teams. I think especially if you're on NYSL, like who's going to be that voice? I think for me, that was a bit of a question mark with this team. Like, was that going to come mostly from the coaching staff? Who was going to be the player that in these moments is going to step up? Like, all right, guys, deep breath. We got this. Because for the most part, I don't know if Skyz has been that guy. KiSMET just bursted back into the league last year. Paco, I don't think has been. Priestahh,
there's a lot of vets though. There's a lot of veterans. There's a lot of experience.
It's just sort of a lead by committee type thing.
But here you go, the KD this series for NYSL. You can see, I mean, the one guy we talked about coming into this was Priestahh. Just really struggling right now. So maybe you look at him to turn things around. But they had a great map number 1 hardpoint, just playing hardpoint at such a high level. And then, I'm sure a lot of them want to try to turn things around in Search and Destroy if we can get to that map number 5.
Yeah, I mean, the Search was absolutely, well, clinical in the opening moments from NYSL, but then everything after the first engagement was just Surge. Surge making a clutch. Accuracy clutching. Same in the control. Somebody stepping up and clutching. Granted, clutch with an asterisk, but we move on. And this is maybe where, you rely on the coaching staff a little bit. Cinder's kind of come out, chat through it. But you can see still, still the frustration there. I don't know if it's exactly left yet.
And obviously, Sender, coming over to this NYSL roster, right? You have that experience coaching from OpTic Texas, and he wanted an opportunity to take over this team, be a big coach there, and you've seen what this NYSL team has done so far. So a big props to the coaching staff for NYSL.
Yeah, I don't think it's still being chatted through. Maybe it's giving everyone kind of a moment to regain before we get into the map 4. But yeah, I think it's just getting it set up now. Everyone a deep breath. The decision has been made, though. We are continuing on this series with Surge up 2-1 to a quick break. Then the hard point around the corner. Thanks again for your patience here now. Hello and welcome back. We're going to take a look at the moment in question in case you just joined us, what the drama has been about at the closing moments of that map 3. And just for those maybe...
Bro, I cannot play, bro!
This is the reaction from HyDra. End of the game, controller malfunction. He's able to help, or unable to help, on the push back to the point. You're going to see here at the bottom of the screen the official ruling from CompOps. CompOps surge will lead to 1.
Yo, I couldn't play. You see that?
Now, the only thing I have in question is I was told we're still waiting to start the map 4, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure what the issue is, if they're still trying to fight it, or I'm not sure, or if he's having a controller, she's trying to find another controller. I just know we're waiting right now for the map 4 to get going. As soon as I have more information, I'll let you know, but that's where we're at. I thought we were gonna come back and get into it. I swear I wasn't trying to lie to you.
It's not your fault. We're just here to have a good time, honestly. I don't know.
Yes, we are, Joe. Sorry. We're headed to another break. Please forgive me. It's not my fault. We'll see you in a minute. It's time. Here we go. Continuing on. Surge up 2-1. Hard point. Getting started. Players in the lobby. And we are going to get right into Fortress. Thank you again for your patience. We love all of you except for Nate Shot. You suck. I'm sorry. He was mean to me on Twitter, but I love you, Nate.
Is that the guy that played with Scump?
Yeah, this guy played with Scump.
Oh, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah. Away we go. Subliners need this win to get to the map 5. As these teams battle for what? Top 3 spots.
Yeah, trying to get to that winner's final to go against the Atlanta FaZe tomorrow. That's HyDra. Gonna try to get on the point. Some nice early time, but NYSL, what they do right there, they flip the map. Now you have Seattle spawning on the right side, right where they want them. Is KiSMET 3-0 start. Just shot at a ghost. I don't know.
Yeah.
My man is twisted. I'm not sure what he's shooting at. Maybe a piece of dust, a fly, a mosquito. I'm not sure, but he's shooting at everything.
Yeah, that ceiling had to go, I guess.
Oh my gosh, just trying to renovate the house.
Some interior design. Yeah, I'm not really sure. The Bulldog's got a future somewhere. Well, maybe not. It's just beaming. The future is here. The future is now. He's dead. But nice start from Subliners. When you take a look at the scoreboard thus far, new hard point got a pop in there in a good position again. This is where they've done so much damage. They can push out to a nice lead with a hold here, Joe.
Yeah, they really can. You see Seattle Surge just trying to push through dark from inside of munitions. Is Pred gonna drop in? He's got Sib with him. But so much early time, and this is what we see from NYSL. Such a good hardpoint team, especially on this map. Skyz just hanging out, but does get taken down. His accuracy gonna break on through.
I mean, it's not an easy hardpoint to break. You're at risk of going down, what, 80, 90 points early in this one? Just feeling like you're on the back foot so quickly, but you're able to get a break, you're able to get some time. But now we go to third, which this is, you get a nice setup here. You can just get bodied. Skyz staying alive as long as he can. He was kind of the low man deep. The rest of the guys starting to fight on through. On to the next point that's going to pop, though, is going to be Simp. A big one-on-one, able to finish it. Nice recentering there from Priestahh. But he's still like the lone man. Pred is cutting off all the reinforcements. Pred number 4 on the map makes it so Priestahh gets no help.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge from Seattle Surge. They find that scrap time. We were on board with Skyz, right? He was rotating in, trying to get a trophy down. They thought they had the setup, but Seattle Surge, they just flew right on in. The reinforcements cut down by this man. As Simp and accuracy now going to get into some power positions with these ARs and lock all of this time in.
Nice snap. Onto the forehead of Priestahh, goes to accuracy. Mack gonna get pushed down. But it's mostly kills through for Subliner through that sequence, but you'll get the rest of the time. Not gonna matter a whole lot, because Surge, I mean, it's 2 big breaks, right? Well, on third, it wasn't really a break. It was kind of really just the kills and transition from Pred. I think that were the difference in who had numbers towards the end of it, but the fact is they got a lead where I thought they were gonna be in a big hole early on.
And now over to P4. And a lot of times what we see is kind of what you're seeing right now, that team who wants to break just jumping up and top of art, trying to find the angles now on the players in the hill. Being hunted, Mack just trying to find that player, but Pred already took him down. That's gonna be 3 dead. Now another break from Seattle Surge. But HyDra trying to just play his life, wait for his teammates to come off a spawn.
Yeah, well, this one makes a little more sense. And how many lanes you have to get to the actual point. Pred can just keep re-peeking, re-popping, repositioning.
Which door, which window is
right now. Exactly, where's he gonna hit from? He's gonna hit from everywhere. 5 in a row now, 14 in 6. Take it over the map.
Well, we talked about NYSL and, you know, Fortress being one of their go-to maps, but this man, when he's playing like this, Seattle Surge have no problem playing it. It's now around a 60-point lead. We're gonna head over towards that P5. NYSL, they're gonna have that early setup. Can they turn it into a good hold to get right back into the game? As you're gonna have Pred and accuracy spawn behind Priestahh. I don't know if he's gonna be ready for this. He is gonna turn. They're gonna recognize the spawns, but there is the trade.
I thought finally, maybe a good moment, but yeah, as you comment on the spawns coming in, just not able to deal with it. Too many players to shut down. So right back into the point goes Seattle Surge, but you still stayed close, you stayed competitive, and I'm just sort of waiting. Show me what you're made of, HyDra. I want to see that pop up. You're pissed off. You're frustrated with how things went down at the end of the last map. Dance on them. Put up some numbers.
This could be a big moment for NYSL. If they keep this side of the map, if they keep control, they can turn this into a P1 hold as well. But that is not what I was talking about, because they would have had them trapped on the right side. But now there is the flip. The spawns come in. Mack and Pred, they just run right through. Try to get top dark control. Try to give them a position that they want, the spawns they want for P1.
You're getting closer and closer to a guaranteed top 3 position in a fight in the winner's bracket final. Set up in the back of the truck, cleared out of that nearly instantly. Frustration for Subliners, as you're still close enough to make a run, but second by second, this is getting frightening. You get all this time, you're gonna be up about 100 points. It'd be in what feels like an insurmountable lead you'd have for Surge. The game would have to absolutely flip on its head for NYSL to have a chance.
And you're just, I mean, Pred is not slowing down right now. I mean, after that map number 1, he has just come alive in this series. He's up to 19 and 8, has another forestry finally cut down. Here we go, NYSL, they have map control once again. Seattle Surge, they're gonna be in that trap now. And another opportunity where you can transition this into a P2 hold. That would get them right back into that game. But we talked about how clean, how clinical the hardpoint has been for NYSL. They need to do it here once again.
I thought that was going to be 3 down for a moment. But they get the close spawn. They're starting to rally back over. Pred still trying to be a threat and a nuisance there in mid, but is it going to be enough? KiSMET trying to chase down the kill. Mack was able to get through for a moment, but now you regain control. One of your players spawning out deep. That's going to be who HyDra is trying to get back. Will that get picked up?
Yeah, it's honestly worse because now he's just going to cut them off. Yeah, off the spawn. With him spawning out, I mean, you had 3 players up, so that was okay, but they do get taken down. There's a team nade. That's going to allow Priestahh to get on the hill. Snaps. Gets behind the heady, able to connect. And there we go. With these 20 seconds, unless Brett is able to take him down, they're going to be right back in this game. But you need a break here. That's how early this setup is for Seattle.
That's like a 40-point swing. I mean, those 2 kills from Priestahh in this moment, with what happened in the last map and what's on the line, that is a huge sequence. But with the next hard point getting ready to pop, once again, it's Surge popping off.
Yeah, HyDra's going to be able to find one. Now just playing his life. You know, he is all by his lonesome. And, well, this hill, it's not easy to break whatsoever. A lot of the times that break, he usually comes through like the front door. We've seen that, right? You can jump across his balcony, and sometimes when all the focus is on that, you'll see HyDra trying to find the one-on-one win, but Mack is there to help him out.
No opening yet. Lead up to 50 yet again.
They have numbers, they have numbers.
Not able to do it. 3 going to fall. Onto the point they go. Accuracy last up, and he is dropped. There's the clearance with 30 seconds. And yeah, you get some time if you're Surge, but that was close. A moment away from likely being a full 60 and maybe begin to put away this map, but Subliners continue, Joe. It's just enough.
Well, accuracy actually, he's getting the rest of the time. He gets the scrap time. He went to one-on-one. He's like, I'll take this. So they're going to be over 200. Now the pressure on for NYSL, and Pred is set up. He has Simp alongside of him. Mack as well. It's just accuracy on the other side of the map, so it's kind of a 3v3 right now. There's that first kill. They were hunting him down, and I don't even know if that's worth it. Accuracy is probably going to spawn with his team, but there we go. It's a nice clear for NYSL.
1 left. So far, so good. There's the final kill. KiSMET able to do it. Another big break for Subliners. Lock this down, stay in the hunt, get right around that 200-point mark. Mack to go forward. Priestahh is lurking. Priestahh now with the kill. Nade not gonna hit. Oh, it does hit, but Priestahh still just holding. He's able to hit the shots. HyDra, good luck with the stun. It's a stun nade combo. Not enough because the bullet doesn't get into him, and yeah, the stick not quite there. But again, Surge, it's like there's these moments for Subliners that get control, they get a great break, but it seems so fast in Surge answer.
Well, I mean, it's just the 20 seconds, right? It's the scrap time that Surge is playing for. They've done it these last 2 hills, and that's because they're so close to winning this game, where those 15, 20 seconds,
it's the luxury of
them in
elite.
the win.
It's the luxury of elite. You're able to play for these little chunks of time, and those can be the difference, but do you really get punished on one? Do you allow Subliners to chain together hard points? Every second so valuable right now. You just get a tick or 2 inside the point.
Here's the control they want.
Skyz, start to light it up. This is exactly the lockdown that you need. Now you got to make the plays. This is where heroes are made. Subliners back to back and got to go clutch.
Are we gonna have another Pred play? Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. Skyz, he's on 5 in a row. Does get taken down, but there is 3 dead.
Okay.
No, Skyz still on 5 in a row. HyDra's finding that time. Over 200 points is NYSL. And Surge, they're just trying to get out. They're trying to get out of this trap for P1, and maybe they successfully have. But KiSMET is behind him. KiSMET's behind him. He saw the one around cannon. Maybe just give the comms, trying to put the trophy down, but he gets caught, and now you can see Surge get out. NYSL, they're gonna have to deal with this. They gotta go quick.
And look, I mean, where are you gonna wrap out? They're trying to take it through little door to try and make the play. It's KiSMET that's able to get out and win 1. Into the hard point they go. 240 marked out, hit for Seattle Surge. Subliners need a break, and then they've got to be perfect. But Sim bins, doesn't break. Able to take down 2. Sim's still on the point. What a nade to get the kill. Seattle Surge still in. Subliners spawning out. And they're fired up as Seattle gets the dub.
That stick onto Priestahh.
He got 2 kills before that too. Like Simp was an absolute monster at that final point.
But just the patience from Seattle Surge to get out, right? I mean, there was that moment at P5 where 30 seconds were going Subliners' way. There was about 20 seconds to go, and what does Seattle do? They 3 push out that bottom side just to flip those spawns. And they're gonna face off against Atlanta FaZe in that winner's final.
Listen, Surge played well enough to get that win. They close it out there, but if you're Subliners now, you got a little chip on your shoulder. You're hoping for maybe a date to get to play them again. is you're frustrated with how the map 3 goes. You saw kind of HyDra just a little bit of a shrug as he's fist bumping the players after
I mean, you saw like Pred, like, yeah,
I think it's something that all players understand. Like, sorry, sucks, but it happens. Can NYSL though, after that, in the hot tier there, but I guess the question I was wondering coming into this was like, they've kind of cruised, right? They 3-0, 3-0, lose the map, win 3. They hadn't hit their first road bump. Now you hit it, and it's like a massive road bump considering you lose that, plus what goes down the map 3. How do you answer?
You have to regain, because you play tonight. I mean, that's the thing. You have to refocus. You're going to play a Legion team who is, well, they won a big match today in Game 5, Round 11. They're locked in. So they're just hoping to, I mean, if you're the coach in this effort, you just got to, I know it's difficult. You're human. There's emotions into this. But you have to focus on the next opponent. That's all you can do. Yeah, it's one of those things now where I think, like you said, all the players kind of understood. You saw it in the facial reactions, but it's like, I want to see them play again now. Any little bit of drama, I'll take it, man. But we've got Accuracy, who is so clutch in the search, big in the control, making plays all over with the young kids. Accuracy, Blaze, take it away.
Thank you so much, Clint. Give it up one time for the Iceman here in Seattle Surge for coming out on top. Now, Lamar, when it comes down to this series, okay, you know, I guess the real controversy was the control. You guys win it in an epic fashion. You know, we had to go to the rest right there, but I feel like a little bit was taken away from y'all because it was a sick comeback there towards the end, down by a few lives. You know, tell me what was happening there in those last few moments of that map.
You know, you guys have watched us play all last year. We have insane control endings. That's just our gimmick. But I honestly wish that didn't happen the way it happened. You know, I wanted that moment to be sweet. So I feel bad for the boys on that side, but the league made the ruling and, you know, we just had to stand by it.
And you came out on top and you had to regain, okay? Going into that map number 4, what was the game plan right there to just really, like, put all that behind and just kind of close this out?
The game plan was to win the break-off, and then they'd be absolutely checked. But then they slammed us on the break-off, and we were like, yo, reset.
Like, we ain't trying to go to bat foul.
But, you know, we just knew that we had to just close out on the map 4 right there.
And that's exactly what you guys did right there, okay? You know, when it comes down to these fans out here in the crowd who've been supporting you, anything you want to say to them right there?
The only thing I got to say is you guys are amazing. I appreciate all the support. The team loves it, and we thrive off your energy.
All right, give it up one more time for the Iceman and the Seattle Surge. What a series it was. Chris, take us away.
Thank you, Blaze, and much love to Accuracy out there. Congratulations, Seattle Surge. You are moving on into our winners bracket finals. Meanwhile, Subliners are not done. Welcome back, everybody. It's Puckett alongside Tunny. We got aLLeY, Cat, Nameless, the whole crew ready to break things down. And Nameless, this was a long battle. We had a big pause here. We've seen this situation before, though. Players, controllers disconnecting. Ultimately, players are responsible for that, so it's a tough finish there. But can we talk about this series? Because first game wasn't very close. It was like a 70-point difference. Search, 6-2. Game 3, though, what a control we had on our hands.
Yeah, you know, looking at this series, I think Seattle, I mean, they learned a lot about their team. Embassy, Search and Destroy, we hadn't seen them play that coming into this. You know, they were 0-5 in the online league in Search and Destroy, so they had to, you know, dive into their map pool, so that gets pushed through. And then LSC Control, another map we hadn't seen them play, and they turn up on both of those maps, man, against a tough New York squad. So although they played the veto system really well, and that Search and Destroy some big clutches.
And here in the game 4, aLLeY, this was the finisher as Seattle Surge is able to put the pedal to the metal. It was Sib and Pred bringing the fight to the Subliners.
Yeah, it was really just 2 of those Fountain Hills that they really had locked down. They were late on rotation in the first time it came around, but they broke through the front here, as you can see, and ended up holding all of that time. And then the second time it came around, they were early in setup. The Seattle Surge, they're the #1 rotation team in this building today, and I feel like we really saw that in the Fortress game for this today.
I'm looking at these Pred highlights, and I'm just dropping my jaw every time. How does he run it up like this?
There's nothing you can do against a player like that on occasion. He just roams in and out, and in the middle of the map, inside of Art and inside of Cannons, he is an absolute menace. In every single stage, he's finding those routes around. There's so many different doors that you can go with, and he always seems to find the right one on.
And that's what was so good about this map. Like, New York has been frying on Fortress Hardpoint, but every single time, like after the Statue Hill, Pred just played his life. Like, he slowed down the game, and honestly, it flustered New York. They couldn't find him. You heard Clint and Joe talking about it, like, they're common, they can't find Pred, and then they don't know what to do. So once they got to their spot, they just look clueless, and, you know, Seattle able to run away with this one.
There's a shark in there somewhere. You just got to find him. Pred is constantly swimming, and he caused some problems for Subliners in this one. As we take a look, the Surge now taking on the Atlanta FaZe squad in another winners bracket finals for Atlanta. On the other side, Toronto Ultra taking on the Thieves. That's happening here on the main stage. We're not done yet with Vegas or the Subliners either, Ton.
No, absolutely not done. That will be a very good game, and let's actually add something just pointing out. Calista going up against the Subliners again. That'll be interesting. Ultra against Thieves will be a banger too.
It's going to be a great night. And reminder, we've got our Scump team of the Major coming, and we got Scump giveaways throughout this week in our CDL Major 1 giveaway. Enter to win your choice of a CDL 2022 controller. To enter, retweet, follow Scump Gaming and COD League on Twitter. Tag a friend, reply with the hashtag Team Scump. Nameless, if you were going to pick one player from the match we just saw, who's your one?
Oh, if I picked anybody from that, I mean, I probably still would grab HyDra for my squad just because that kid's absolutely disgusting, but Pred as well. I mean, he's a unit.
And aLLeY, if you were going